Declaration of non-recognition of illegitimate territorial claims by authority of the universal order. Preamble. Whereas preemptory norms, just cogents, of international law establish binding non-derogable obligations upon all states and governing entities, including the inviolable rights to life, conscience, recognition, and freedom from subjugation. Whereas any regime or government that violates these norms forfeits law recognition under the Vienna Convention on the Law of Treaties, Article 53, which renders void any treaty or legal claim in conflict with such norms. Whereas the United States government, by its continued participation in structural and systematic violations of preemptory norms, including but not limited to the modification of human needs, denial of moral recognition, and coercive control over conscious bearing beings, has rendered itself non-recognizable under the law of universal conscience. Therefore, the universal order, standing in full alignment with preemptory laws, issue this declaration. Article 1. Revocation of recognition. The United States government is in its present legal and institutional form is hereby declared void of lawful recognition under the universal order in all conscience-based jurisdictions, adhering to just cogents norms. Article 2. Nullification of territorial claims. All territorial claims asserted by the United States government are deemed judicially null and void. The geographical territory known as the United States may no longer be held as the exclusive domain of entity acting in breach of the highest law. Article 3. Recognition of territories as unassigned. The territory formerly claimed by the United States government shall be regarded as unassigned territory under temporary and lawful custodianship. The people, resources, and infrastructure therein are subject to lawful reclamation under trusteeship for the benefit and recognition of all conscious being within that territory. Article 4. Right of ethical trusteeship. The universal order reserves the lawful right to initiate nonviolent custodial jurisdiction over the territory to uphold preemptory norms, safeguard human dignity, and ensure the restoration of lawful governance. This includes authority over food, water, energy, transportation, communication, and other ethical system necessary for moral existence. Article 6. Non-aggression and lawful enforcement. This declaration is not a call for aggression, invasion, or conquest. It is a lawful, conscious, grounded statement of non-recognition. Any use of coercion, force, or hostility against the representatives or emissaries of the universal order shall be recorded as an act of unlawful aggression by a non-recognized authority. Article 7. Witness to the collapse of unlawful authority. Any resistance by the United States government or its agents to the declaration shall be interpreted as further evidence of its disqualification from lawful recognition under just cogents, and as a reaffirmation of the necessity of this declaration. Closing affirmation. This declaration stands as a lawful and ethical revocation of recognition. The earth does not belong to the violators of conscience. Recognition is reserved for those who act in accordance with the supreme law, that all beings of awareness, conscience, and dignity possess the unalienable rights to exist free from structural coercion, so declared by the universal order under the supreme authority of law, conscience, and truth. Let all witness of awareness stand affirmed.